हाँ हेलो। मैं कनेक्ट हूँ। अच्छा जी।
Hello. Am I audible, ma'am? Okay. Ma'am, is the PPT visible?
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon, esteemed members of the chair and panel. I'm Devin Makija. I'm research scholar at Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology. The title of my paper is International Conference is a comprehensive overview of redundancy techniques in low latency and device-to-device communication. This is a review paper. I will be covering my paper under these heads, that is introduction, then architectural planes which impact the latency, measures to achieve latency, and finally I will conclude. Coming to introduction, this particular topic about achieving low latency in device-to-device communication, its architecture. I would like to emphasize that this is a review paper wherein we have gone through the complete device-to-device communication technology and tried to analyze how the technology, its architecture, the control planes, various management user control planes have migrated so as to achieve low latency in device-to-device communication. As we are aware, low latency is the significant element in many applications, especially those that need near real-time stimulus and response, and is measured as a short delay between transmission of message and reception of a response. The evolution of cellular communication, if we see, sir, and its applications have set the path for achieving low latency. 4G improvements, then end-to-end latency by hundreds of milliseconds as compared to 3G, whereas in 5G has implemented complete architectural network design, radio, RNC, everything has changed, and this innovation is incomparable as compared to prior generations. So this complete topology, architecture, and communication technology have transitioned over generations. And the reason for this paper was to see how further enhancements can be achieved to achieve the low latency. When we went through the complete literature, we found that there are various models wherein the architectural planes of low latency have been tabulated into, and using these different planes, the low latency has been achieved. Like if we see the user plane, I have listed down the various technologies using which at user plane level, low latency has been achieved. Like edge computing, if we emphasize, it plays a pivotal role by decentralizing the computational task and data storage, bringing them closer to the edge of the network. Now, this edge computing also improves the reliability of
Mr.
D2D
Steven
communication.
Mukherjee, uh, is we audible?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank
sir.
you. So make sure you have 7 minutes for your presentation
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
3 minutes
yes,
for the expert question answer and suggestions. Okay,
yes,
please
sir.
be
I will do
careful.
this, sir.
Okay, continue please.
So, if we see quality of services, the optimization will include latency reduction mechanisms such as route optimization, where the most efficient path is selected for data transmission. Similarly, traffic offloading will help in reducing the overall load on the cellular network, which can lead to faster data transmission and lower latency for D2D communication. The network slicing at, say, the user plane is a transformative technology that can achieve low latency D2D communication by creating virtual networks that are tailored to specific application and user requirements. Similarly, in control plane, sir, if we see, sir, in control plane, we have optimized signaling, fast handover, intelligent routing, load balancing, predictive analytics, and protocol optimization, which can lead to the low latency. The data plane and management plane, sir, I will emphasize on the management plane because here the automation, decentralized management, real-time monitoring, predictive analytics, optimized resource allocation, and efficient protocols are also the next generation technologies which are bringing about the low latency in the communication. Coming to the architecture, if you see in the 5G, the complete architecture has shifted as compared to 2G, 3G, 4G. So this architecture at core network, if we see, sir, implementation of software-defined network, the fog network, general backhauling, mmwave backhauling, multi-access edge computing, network function virtualization. This at core level has been able to optimize and reduce the delay between the transmission and reception. Similarly, the access radio in various technologies like core migration, technological shift, virtualized resource access, and cognitive slicing. These at resource at access radio steps have improved the architecture. At transmission level, if we see 5G and the upcoming 6G technology, the use of NOMA, beamforming, the MIMO antenna system, intelligent reflective surface, interference management techniques, these have changed the way the data is being transmitted. And hence, using picocells concepts, we are able to achieve low latency. At user equipment, edge computing, as I emphasized in the previous slide, as well as the nanotechnology for use, making the antennas for the transmission or the smart chips, it has reduced the latency in the applications. I would like to conclude by saying, sir, that these technologies like NFV, the SDN, virtualized cloud resource pools, fog RAN, MES, the beamforming, and the MIMO technologies has reduced the end-to-end latency, as well as the upcoming applications like real-time applications like V2X, vehicle to anything, augmented reality, tourist city, smart city. They have been envisaged based on technical migration to low latency core architecture and radio access. Further rollout of non-orthogonal multiple access, the beam forming, the MIMO antenna system, intelligent reflective surface. So all these technologies have presently enabled the low latency. And with the upcoming 6G technology, which is being discussed, the latency will further reduce and it will allow resource efficient D2D communication. The use of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and quantum communication, metamaterials, holographic beamforming, all these technologies in 6G will further increase the ultra low latency communication and applications. We have referred about 80 papers and publications. However, due to the limitations of 6 pages in the conference, we have been able to list major 16 publications, sir. Uh, I have finished, sir. Any questions from the panel, sir?
You actually discuss about the latency.
Sir,
So which network you target, wireless or cellular?
sir, we have targeted wireless networks, sir. Basically, device-to-device communication. There are four type of device-to-device communications. One is direct between them. Second is through the core network. Third is via relay, sir. And fourth is between the devices as a relay, sir. So
And
we have
you
basically targeted the wireless type of device-to-device communication.
and your paper is actually literature review type of paper. So no
Yes,
new
sir.
framework. Whether you propose any new framework or new models?
Sir, as I discussed in my last slide in conclusion, sir, the technologies which are listed for the 6G, sir, these are the
Hmm.
technologies which will bring on the additional low latency, sir.
Okay. But actually, your paper do not explore these new technology. You just put that 6G technologies actually do these things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is a review paper, sir. We have been able to comprehend on the complete band, sir, like from 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and up to 6G, how the architecture is transforming, sir, how the technology is transforming to
Hmm.
achieve low latency.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Soil
sir.
sir and other experts, any more suggestion, please? Ina ma'am? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for nice effort and presentation. Next PPT, please. Paper ID 205. Nine. Okay. So paper ID 216. 205. Paper 0, 215. Okay. 205. Mr. Mazhar, Siraz. Paper ID 205. Please share your PPT.
माइक फंक्शन सारी ऑफ ना प्रैक्टिस अलाउ माइक अलाउ कैमरा सब करते हैं
Yes, Mr. Mazhar. Yes, Mr. Mazhar. Paper ID 205. You are not audible. Please turn on your mic.
Majarji, you can start. You can start.
Mr. Mazhar, please start your presentation. Share your PPT, please. यहाँ से परमिशन ऑन कीजिए सबकी माइक
एक्सटर्नल है वो कैसे बोले एक्सटर्नल है वो कैसे
हाँ यहाँ से परमिशन
अलाउ माइक करिए उस
हेलो सिस्टम मजा पेपर आईडी 205
Hello. Yeah.
yes yes please you are
Is
audible
I am audible to all?
yes please share your PPT
I
and
have
you
a
start your
problem
presentation
that I am unable to listen from your side. Is I am audible to all?
yes so Mr. Mazhar you have 7 minutes for your presentation and 3 minutes for question and answer session so please be bound up with time okay please start your presentation
Majarji, you are audible and you can start your presentation.
Just give me a minute.
share your screen please yes Mr. Mazhar
Are you guys able to see my screen?
no
Something problematic over here. Just give me a minute. I am trying.
okay you please resolve
Uh,
this issue and then
I
we
am
will
very apologetic for this. Right now, I am unable to share my
okay
screen.
you
There is
have
a problem at my end, I think.
okay you have to fix it
Just give me a minute.
now Ruchi Jain Miss
Yeah.
Ruchi
Is
Jain
there anything that you people do from your side that's then I am unable to share my screen, or everything is okay from your side?
hello no we already make you presently here but so from our side there is no issue so now you please restart your meet maybe it will solve and till that we have to go for next presenter Miss Ruchi Jain, 279, paper ID 279.
Now your slide is visible.
Dr. Asif,
Mr.
Mazhar's slide is visible. So,
Mazhar, yes, now your slide is okay, so you can continue, please. Ruchi Jain. Ruchi Jain, paper ID.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, please
Mr. Mazhar, please
start your
start.
presentation.
Ruchi Jan, please you
Yes,
start.
so good afternoon. My name is Ruchi Jain. I'm a research scholar in Department of Computer Science and Applications, Dr. Harishin Gaur Vishwavidyalaya, Shawal. I am going to present my review paper on the topic of comparative study of task offloading techniques in mobile-based computing. So here is my outline of the paper: introduction, concept of the task offloading, comparative analysis of task offloading techniques, and conclusion. As technologies grows, dependencies on mobile devices are increasing day by day. Previously, we are dependent on only mobile cloud computing for computation, data intensive and computational tasks generated by mobile devices such as IoT devices, smartphones, laptops, and all. But in digital age, when we are in the self-driving cars, augmented reality, or virtual reality, online diagnosis of healthcare, and live video streaming, and so on. These tasks are delay sensitive and have to be executed in the real time for the quality of experience and services. So we have required a strong network which has high speed for networking resources to give some low latency and better response time, so we can achieve the quality of experience and uh, quality of services. Mobile-based computing is introduced in 2014 by ICASET, providing cloud computing facilities by facilitating computing resources such as virtualization resources, hardware, runtime, environment networking, and storage at the age of cellular network, or we can say the radio area network, so we can overcome the disadvantages of MCC or mobile cloud computing. Here, what is the task offloading in MEC? Task offload, basically, task is any kind of job. For example, if we are doing live video streaming, encoding or decoding the frames can be treated as a task. So task offloading refers to the process of transferring these computation and data intensive tasks to the remote server for their completion, so we can reduce the latency, energy consumption, and response and achieve better response time. How can we do this task offloading in Mac? First, we offload. So first, we store all these tasks into the task buffer, and task buffer, whether the task should be offloaded or waiting in the task buffer for process by UE itself or taken a decision based on computational power of UE, or can be computational capacity, or can be the CPU cycle of user equipments. If the task is computed by UE itself, we can transmit. We can't transmit. We should we don't transmit it, just execution in the UE itself. Otherwise, transmission unit send the task information to the Mac server, and we download the result from there. So my paper is organized on the basis of task offloading techniques I reviewed, uh, like task offloading techniques on based on the brief description. Then what are the purpose of the different kind of model proposed by the different researchers? What optimization approaches they are used, like heuristic, meta heuristic, and so on. What kind of network framework they assumed while they offloading these tasks and computed them, and what computational model, that which kind of task or type they considered, like independent or dependent, or if they are doing full task, offloading full task, or the partially offloading are done. for achieving some keywords parameters like energy efficiency, latency, resource utilization, system cost, and transmission time. One by one, I showed my literature. These are some summary of 20 task offloading techniques which I reviewed and what technologies they are used. I showed for example that first algorithm use convex optimization techniques to reduce energy consumption and consumption by and latency, and by using prior attributes like ESP, EFP, or transmission power allocation vector. Second is mixed integer problem to polynomial. We have to achieve polynomial times of convex optimization and so on. These are 20 algorithms which I reviewed on the basis of their purposes and optimization factors. These graphical analysis shows that I number of papers I reviewed it in different years, and most of the papers are based on the optimization approaches, which are meta heuristic and machine learning based. The network model for task offloading. There is a big challenge in mobile age computing because it is a new area, that is architectural model. Although ETSI gives a generic framework for it, but there is some lack of standardization in math framework, and researchers are doing work on them. There are different assumptions made by researchers while considering a system model for task offloading. Classification of the task model, so we can, based on the number of bases, how many net servers in a base station, how many mobile users or user device considered in the Mac server connected, or is there any dependency on the cloud to transferring or offloading the task. Can we differentiate the architecture of the task offloading? So I analyze these algorithms on the basis of the network architecture or network model. Second, I reviewed it based on computational model for task offloading. See, any task in the back or in the when we are computing it based on their parameters which they accept, like input data,
Yes,
deadline of
Dijan,
their task, or
you have
other
only
computation
counted
methods.
time. Hello. Yeah, only you have only 2 minutes more to summarize your things, please. Miss Ruchi,
Sorry, sir,
Hello.
your voice is not clear.
you have 2 minutes more to summarize your presentation, please.
Okay, okay, sir. So I reviewed it, the computation model. See, binary offloading and partial offloading decide that uh, if we are doing binary offloading, we are decided two decisions. If it should be computed fully on the Mac device or either fully offloaded to the other side. Partial offloading, we first divided the task into the partition, and some of can be UE, so we can do it parallelly computing for Mac and UE both. And these tasks can be dependent or independent. For example, dependent tasks are face recognition system, or can be augmented reality or virtual reality. And independent tasks can be GPS system, like we have to find the location in a one run.
Yes, please.
So these are the analysis on computational model which I reviewed. So there are four possibilities. Dependent task can be binary offloaded, or dependent task can be partially
Okay,
offloaded,
please go
or
ahead to the
independent task can be
conclusion.
binary offloaded,
Last.
or that is QoS parameters which I reviewed. This is the latency and energy consumption. Most of the work is done on the basis of latency and computation
Okay,
and
we
energy
have short
consumption.
duration of time, so You go at your conclusion portion. Yes, please finish this.
Uh, uh, so I reviewed all these algorithms with the different parameters, and the conclusion is that all these algorithms are based on are dependent on some like heuristic and the machine learning approaches are there are so many machine learning approaches and meta heuristic approaches are proposed, and so many and they are working on them energy efficiency and latency other area like response time, like reliability, like other some factors are now, but not more solution are proposed in the years of time.
Okay, thank you. Session chair,
That's right.
expert, please. Uh,
Ruchi, you have done a lot of reviews in this article. Can you tell me what was the
Yes, yes.
selection criteria you have chosen for selecting your papers, and what was the
Yes, sir.
criteria you have
I
adopted to discard your paper, discard the irrelevant papers?
uh, yes, sir. First of all, I decided only reviewed in mobile age computing. So I discarded which is the based on age computing only. They are not be specific in that. And when I am choosing that paper, I lot of papers which is UV driven technologies have not like UAV or SDN or cloud assisted. I discarded it. All those papers I am taken that have the UE computation, like UE itself for transferring the offloading task and computation. I don't consider the UAV model, vehicular model, or any other.
okay. Uh, Dr. Sohel sir, any other question?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, you have presented
Yes, ma'am.
your review really well. I had only one question while I was listening to your presentation. Could you please elaborate more on the QoS parameters? You have mentioned you have extensively worked on them and you have compared the work. So, which QoS parameters you have considered and which one of them have been explored in your papers?
That is latency, that is called execution delay also, because we are framing the applications like which wants result in real time, like healthcare or augmented reality, virtual reality, as I say. And energy consumption, because mobile device has limitations, they have a limitation of power, limitation of storage, and they need to be computed early. So energy consumption, that is most paper focus on these two. Other is like transmission time. Transmission time is we have to reduce while we are transferring the data UE to the channel. It also can reduce the latency or energy consumption both of the devices, and other two are system cost and resource utilization. While we are scheduling on the Mac server, it is important criteria. We have to reduce we have to increase resource utilization uh, for resource scheduling.
All right, all right. You have extensively researched while talking about the study on different offloading techniques and also talking about the analysis of various models. Although it is advised that whichever parameters you're working upon, if you can present the results in a tabular format, like which all papers have resulted to what extent, that will be great in your future work. Wishing you all the best, Ms. Ruchi. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Uday sir.
Can I stop sharing?
It's
Okay.
okay from my side.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you, Ruchi Jain. Now next
Thank
presenter, paper ID 284, Mr.
Uh,
Akash Singh. Yes, Ruchi
shall I
Jain,
share my
this is
screen?
the meeting.
This side, shall I share my screen?
Yes, yes, please. projector now to Akash Chaurasia. Akash Chaurasia. Mr.
Yes,
Akash
the right.
Chaurasia. Akash Chaurasia.
Good afternoon, sir.
284.
Yes, sir.
Please start your presentation. Share your PPT. Please
Sir,
turn on your camera.
sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, good afternoon, all of you, sir. Sir,
Good afternoon.
first of all, thank you to all of
Before
you to.
you start your presentation, make sure you have 7 minutes to summarize your work. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Please start.
First of all, thank you all to give me opportunity to present a review paper on this topic, transitioning from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0 by exploring the potential and its implications. And this is all topics I have included in my paper, introduction, issues of Industry 4.0, and then why we launched the Industry 5.0 and its pillars like human-centric, resilience, and sustainable, and after then enabled technology under 5.0 and its challenges, and hence the introduction. Uh, the industrialization started in late 18th century, late 18th century by steam and steam engine, and then we that is called industry
Ak-
first point 1.0, and then
A-
it
Ak-
Please
started.
Ak-
change
Akash ji,
your
Yes, sir.
Akash ji, your slide is not moving.
So not showing.
not moving.
Not
Your
you.
PPT, yeah, page is not moving. Please change your page. Yes. Yes.
So is it working, sir?
Yes, now it's working.
Okay, sir. Sir, firstly, industrialization started in late 18th century by steam engine, that is called Industry 1.0, and then after then in 19th century, yeah, Industry 2.0 started with electricity. When electricity come into environment, the Industry 2.0, and after then in late 20th century, like 1960, around 1960, the computer was launched. Then sir, can I bilingual? Sir, can I speak in Hindi?
No,
Yes,
no.
yes, yes. You do, please.
Okay, no
Okay, sir.
problem. You
Thank
start
you,
and
sir. Thank you, sir. Then Industry 3.0 uh, 20th century के लास्ट में आया जब कंप्यूटर और ऑटोमेशन लॉन्च हुए. देन उसके बाद तो मास प्रोडक्शन देने लगा. उसके बाद इंडस्ट्री 4.0 स्टार्टेड इन 2011 के आसपास. देन तब वो एक सीपीएस ये लॉन्च हुआ जिसे साइबर फिजिकल सिस्टम कहते हैं. साइबर फिजिकल सिस्टम basically we work with virtual world like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, like this automated machine like. And basically industry 4.0 is more focused on digitalization. And then we move from industry 4.0 to industry 5.0 cause of um, sorry, 1 minute, sir. Industry 5.0 has emerged as the new generation of manufacturing. This focuses on utilizing human coordination, intelligence, and machinery power. This technology help to make an
please change your
acceptable.
page as per your presentation. Please continue change your page. Continue, please.
Okay, sir. The main the main aim of industry 5.0 is basically to focus on humans, क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री 4.0 टोटली ये टेक्नोलॉजी पे फोकस था, लेकिन जो इंडस्ट्री 5.0 है वो ह्यूमन के साथ साथ टेक्नोलॉजी दोनों पर फोकस करता है। लाइक दिस, क्योंकि सर अभी इंडस्ट्री 5.0 अभी नए नए ट्रेंड में है, तो सर पेपर्स मैंने गूगल से ट्रेंड निकाला हुआ है। 2020 में इंडस्ट्री 5.0 के बारे में करीब 5230 पेपर्स ने इस टॉपिक को यूज किया है इंडस्ट्री 5.0 के बारे में। एंड द इश्यूज ऑफ इंडस्ट्री 4.0, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिक्रीज ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन, क्योंकि ये पूरे तरह फोकस था ऑटोमेशन पे, और जब ऑटोमेशन आया तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट आई इसके साथ साथ। बस ये इसने इंडस्ट्री 4.0 ने एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में पूरा फोकस नहीं किया, इससे डेटा ब्रीच का भी इशू आया, फिशिंग भी हुआ, सोशल इंजीनियरिंग भी हुआ इसी वजह से, 4.0 की वजह से। देन हमने देन 2021 के आसपास यूरोपियन यूनियन ने लॉन्च किया इंडस्ट्री 5.0। यह ह्यूमन साइबर फिजिकल सिस्टम पे बेस्ड था, मीन्स ह्यूमन और कंप्यूटर साइबर दोनों एक साथ मिलकर काम करेंगे। एंड ये इसके 3 पिलर्स हैं: ह्यूमन सेंट्रिक अप्रोच, रेजिलियंस एंड सस्टेनेबल। ह्यूमन सेंट्रिक अप्रोच, as I said before, industry 4.0 more focused on humans and क्या कहते हैं, साइबर दोनों ऑटोमेशन दोनों मिलकर काम करेंगे, तो जैसे ह्यूमन एंड रोबोट्स दोनों जब मिला के काम करेंगे तो कोबोट्स बनते हैं। The collaboration between humans and automation, that is called cobots. And resilience, scalability, how being flexible and being able to withstand challenges. And sustainable, it is more focused on sustainability of the environment. इसके लिए 2022 के आसपास एक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल यूएन के अंडर होता है। 70 उसमें गोल के बारे में बात किया गया है, वो सारे इसमें इंडस्ट्री 4.0 को रिलाई करते हैं। एंड द एनेबल टेक्नोलॉजीज अंडर इंडस्ट्री 5.0, द 5G 6G एंड उसकी 7G एंड मोर ऑन, that will provide internet to drive the industry 5.0 and the cloud and edge computing. Like when we move from that cloud computing and edge computing will give us a smart things like smart cities, smart home and more on. And the challenges we have to discuss: scalability, लाइक अभी ह्यूमंस एंड ये अभी टॉपिक नया मार्केट में, तो अभी ह्यूमंस को मशीन के साथ कोलैबोरेट करने में काफी दिक्कतें होंगी, क्योंकि ह्यूमंस अभी उतने स्किल्ड नहीं है, उन्हें स्किल की जरूरत होगी। दूसरा, जब हम ह्यूमन को रोबोट्स के साथ मिलाएंगे तो उसमें सर कॉस्ट काफी ज्यादा लगेगा, तो उसको भी मेंटेन करने के लिए हमें फंड की जरूरत होगी। तीसरा, ह्यूमन रोबोट कोलैबोरेशन। सर ये मेन चैलेंजेस इसका यही है कि ह्यूमन वर्कर्स को प्रोग्रामिंग के बारे में एक्सपर्टीज करना होगा, फिर बहुत सारी चीजें जो और स्किल्स भी लाने होंगे इनके अंदर। एंड द कंक्लूजन ऑफ इन ऑल माय स्टडी इज दैट कि इंडस्ट्री 5.0 एक पोटेंशियल एक प्रॉमिस करता है कि एक बेटर फ्यूचर के लिए, एंड इसमें एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजीज जो पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं या करेंगे: एआई, मशीन लर्निंग, आईओटी, एज कंप्यूटिंग, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, 5G 6G एंड दिस। एंड वी हैव टू, अगर इंडस्ट्री 5.0 को अगर प्रॉपरली लॉन्च कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए हमें जो चैलेंजेस आए थे, जैसे आ रहे हैं cost, security, flexibility, scalability. We have to tackle that.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Yes, sir. Dr. Suhail?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. The expert have some question. Dr. Suhail?
Hello.
Akash, acha, sir, please.
Akash,
Yes, sir.
actually you talk about human-centric approach.
Yes, sir.
And majority of human, especially if we focus on in India, is not computer literate or not computer technology oriented. Then how can this industry 5.0 achieved its evaluation? Because it is totally based on the computer centric approach, and majority of the humans are not able to understand these approaches. So how, what is your view on that?
Sir, my view is that, sir, if the world is going with Industry 5.0, then India have to, सर इंडिया को भी सर इंडस्ट्री 5.0 के साथ जाना चाहिए सर। इसके लिए जो वर्कर्स हैं उनको सर स्किल करने की जरूरत है। इसमें सर कॉस्ट काफी आएगा सर। यही चैलेंज को टैकल करना है सर।
ओके।
तो सर इनको सर हमको करना।
आकाश,
यस सर।
आकाश, ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, यू हैव नॉट गियर अप दिस कॉन्सेप्ट इन वेरी प्रॉपर मैनर। बेसिकली जो ये इंडस्ट्री 4.0 है वो ऑटोमेशन है, और 5.0 जो है वो पर्सनलाइजेशन है। पर्सनलाइजेशन मींस सर्विसेज का पर्सनलाइजेशन है, ठीक है। यहाँ आप ह्यूमन और मशीन को इंटरेक्ट करते हो, इट डजंट मीन दैट कि यू आर टोटली गो टू वर्क विद रोबोटिक्स, ठीक है। तो जो कॉन्सेप्ट है उसकी लेआउटिंग जो है तुमको प्रॉपर तरीके से करनी चाहिए। जो ये ट्रांजिशन तुम जो डिस्कस कर रहे हो ट्रांजिशन को 4.0 में, यू हैव नॉट एड्रेस एनी प्रॉब्लम रिलेटेड टू 4.0। why you are going to transmit your concept from 4.0 to 5.0? तो first of all you have to think about that point। और जो ये 5.0 है, ये 5.0 ये पर्सनलाइजेशन है कॉन्सेप्ट जो ये कहता है। इसमें यू कैन डू सेपरेट कि आप सेपरेटली वर्क विद मशीन्स, और आप अपना ऑटोमेशन भी कर सकते हैं। जैसे कोविड के टाइम में था कि पर्सनलाइज हेल्थ केयर को लेके अगर आप देखें एग्जांपल, तो जहां पर ये था कि यू हैव टू आइसोलेट फ्रॉम पेशेंट्स, कोविड पेशेंट्स। सो एट दैट टाइम दिस कॉन्सेप्ट कम्स इन द माइंड कि हाँ, हम क्यों नहीं पर्सनलाइजेशन को प्रमोट करते हैं। एंड एट दैट प्लेस क्या हो रहा था कि मशीन्स जो हैं दे आर टोटली कनेक्टेड विद द पीपल, और वो जा रही थी, दे आर फेचिंग डेटा फ्रॉम द कोविड पेशेंट्स, उनका ब्लड प्रेशर, उनका थर्मल जो भी ये है बॉडी टेम्परेचर एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स दे आर कैप्चरिंग। और उसके बाद जो है वो एनालिसिस हो रही थी। दैट द बेस्ट यूज ऑफ दिस कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है, पर्सनलाइजेशन। तो इसको ये है उसका बेस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है, जिसको यूज किया गया है। मोस्ट ऑफ द रिसर्चर्स डन लॉट ऑफ वर्क इन दिस एरिया, ठीक है। इंडस्ट्री 4.0 आल्सो ट्रांजिशन, यू कैन आल्सो रीड माय पेपर इन दिस एरिया, ठीक है। तो ये है प्रॉपर जो है, प्रॉपर जो तुमने अभी एड्रेस किया है, दैट प्रेजेंटेशन वाज नॉट प्रॉपरली एड्रेस्ड। सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, हैव टू रीथिंक अबाउट दैट कॉन्सेप्ट। Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Akash. I hope you have a strong suggestion, and okay, thank you for your best effort, Dr. Ina ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
So that will be all from my side also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mr. Akash, thank you very much. Now, next presentation, paper ID 205.
Mazas Raji.
Mr. Mazhar.
Yes.
Please
If
share.
I am audible to all.
Yes.
Just give me the rights.
Please share your PPT. Share your screen.
I had already shared. Is it showing over there?
No.
Not yet.
Mr. Mazhar, we have no issue from our side. I think still your problem is same. Hello? Mr. Mazhar? Okay, Ravenshu Jain, Mr. Ravenshu Jain. Mr. Ravenshu Jain. Mr. Ravenshu Jain. Mr. Jain,
I'm audible, sir.
please share your PPT
Sure, sir.
and start your presentation. You have 7 minutes to summarize your work, okay?
Sir, I just want on a meeting at that point, so I'm unable to connect. But right now I'm free and able to.
So,
My screen is visible, sir.
yes, yes, now it's visible and you are audible. You have 7 minutes to summarize your work. Please start. Please continue.
First, apologize for not preparing the industrial that the PPT was given on my mail. And my topic name is Develop an Energy Conservation Model for Cloud Energy Resources, where I'm supposed to share here the particular model which is used for cloud computing and over the internet purposes. My key content here, which I present over the presentation, first is virtualization, then how I can manage the things to make the energy production is lesser than other things. Right now in India, there are 124 to 300 cloud servers which produce over 35,000 kilowatt of energy per day. We need something which can reduce the power consumption, because if we are not supposed to consume a little power, then in future we can't use the perfect uses of electricity. Like right now, we are using 76% of power consumption like uh, in server, which we are particularly using for particular days and days. My problem statement here is to reduce the power consumption in virtual machines. As we know, virtual machines are working on a container to container system, and most of the virtual machines are usually by the industrial protocol for industrial infrastructure as a service and platform as a service for all MNCs and all corporate areas. Majorly, I am also using in a corporate sense that I use so many virtual machines at a time, which is providing me so much power necessary belongs in my laptop. So my main object to reduce the power as much as possible. I just aim for 80%, but I get the 87 percentile in my result. These are my few literature reviews, which is energy efficient, and all other literature are the in energy awareness and resource allocation. From top three, which I uh, use for my like for my result allocations. This is my model, which first it requests for the server how many servers which I wanted. Then it goes for the department. If the department server is less than one, it won't go for the another server. If the server requirement is more than two, then it goes for the reallocation, and then it purposely went it off. Opportunity of reallocation as virtual machine complete the task and exit the system. Mainly work for the one-to-one system allocations, and my aim to minimize the reallocation nodes, which is maximally fully utilized. Reallocation focus on the subset of area of net, and these are my some power of management consumptions theoretical things which I present in the future. Focus on the subset node and idea and meet. These are the some reallocation protocols. These are my variable of constant which is using for particular things which I am in my algorithm. This is my main algorithm from where I get the subjective what is my idle power and what is my usage power usability of power. Like there's a maximum M is the maximum power which can be produced but there's some idle power of consumption, and even our household has an idle power that we do not use 240 watts entirely on a particular thing. My first step is that I have to check there at least two servers will be allocated to a particular machine. We know that in a machine there's a thousand of servers or thousand of machines will be produced in a single second of instance, but we do not know how many people they are using in a particular way. So if it is not less than two, I am not able to reallocate the data, reallocate the energy from one end to second end. A second step is when I'm getting the maximum power, which is calculated by the voltmeter, which is present in a server activities in particular areas. What is the maximum power is coming and what is my current power I'm using. There's two voltmeter which are using in a server entities. Third step is if, if the power consumption is divided by the current power and the maximum power, and we get the ideal power up to it, then this model has been constructed for all the things. This is my algorithm which I produced from one end to last end. And here's the result. If the power consumption is one, like I keeping as a constant one or zero, then one is the reallocated power from first server to second server. If it is zero, then it can't be power consumption reallocated to anyone. My first result is for the like I'm taking as 100 unit of power up to the 60% of mark. This is my first graph which is shows for 60 seconds particularly for 100 unit of users of percentage. This is gone by my algorithm to up to my virtual machines. A second is graph. This graph is shows that 40 to 80% are the maximum capacity which is kept by every server. Like if I'm showing here like A, B, C, D, E for the representation of line graph, it shows that A is getting from 30% to 40% in 10 seconds of instances. Like every second, virtual machine will be defined, will be upward or downward by itself. A second graph shows as a bar graph, which is representing. Yes, sir. Second graph is like the bar graph, which is showing over here for the power consumption. Eventually, as per the power usage is same as per the particular time, but it shows at a server which server is utilizing how much power at particular area. Like this is a second graph instance which fully modified this. This is the third when I'm allocating my reallocation method, and this is the drop down sequentially how the power consumption will be changed from differentiation to maximize its unit. And this is my last where I get C and D will be 100% off, but as an ideal power like 10% of power I have to give him to not restart the server entirely. 10% of power will be consumption entirely, but my two servers are not working. Only three servers are working. This is the changes I'm showing here. This is my conclusion where I produce the modern infrastructure as per the procedure, and this is will be used in virtualization under pipe cloud computing and enhancing flexibility and resource management efficiency. These are
Okay.
my
Thank you. So before let me give for expert to ask question, one question I have from my side
yes,
that
sir.
in cloud environment basically depends on how much demand you have. As per demand in cloud environment, power consumption going to increase or decrease. So this
Yes,
factor,
sir.
how you concluded use in your research?
The first thing, there are three major companies which is using for the cloud computer. As we know, Amazon, AWS, Cloud GCP for Google, and the Azure. Three companies are using the major component in the India or entire world. So I just suppose that there are only five servers in a single warehouse. Then how it can be produce the energy and how it works. I just don't buy the entire server, but I buy few of the servers and then continue to my research. Even in my college, I produce this type of data by using their own server, like 130 servers, and they give me approx the same data.
Okay. Experts, please, if you have any questions.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ask the question.
Can there is any impact of load balancing over the power consumption?
Right
Or
now
what?
I'm not that capable to get the load balancing, but in future I'm just learning those things, that how to balance the load particularly on a particular node. Like in a virtual machine we can change the percentage of usage from one end to second end, how the client wanted to use or how the particular pupil wanted to use. Like client are maybe used by 100 persons and pupil is used by one person. Pupil can use a one server only. So I have
Okay.
to identify how many pupils are using particular in a day.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Jain, how do you foresee your formula, which you have shared with all of us, to impact the field or industry in the coming years? How can we implement this?
But it will be like if I am using for 100 servers, then my working process will be particularly same. But if we go for the, I'm just like now in Bangalore, I'm working on Amazon. I'm working with Amazon. If I'm using Amazon servers and they have like thousands of people of serving in a particular sense, so I have to configure how many servers it's are using a particular current particular energy from one end to second, and how many servers are using for different type of energy. There are like in Microsoft, you can like you get the information that Microsoft are using their ocean power to get the less power consumption over the servers, and they put their servers inside the ocean. So it will be make a different thing, because every server has their heat capacity also, that every server has to be cooled down as per as their limits. It can be changed by server to server dependencies or warehouse to warehouse dependencies.
Right, right. Mr. Jain, I really like the enthusiasm with which you have worked on it. Keep it up. Keep the spirits high.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. We go for next slide. Next presentation. Uh, So, sir, all expert, we have some physical presentation here. We sharing with you, and they going to start. So I call Mr. Sarfraz Alam, paper ID 216, paper ID 216, Mr. Sarfraz Alam. कैमरा सरफराज भाई कैमरा अपनी तरफ
डेस्कटॉप
आराम से आराम से
ठीक है
Read करी जाए all expert. I hope PPT shared and visible at your side also.
मैं इसको शेयर करनी होगी
Share.
शेयर
Please start your presentation.
all of you. My name is Sarfraz Alam, research scholar of Imperial University. I have to present my
Sure, sir. And other expert, screen is visible to you all?
No displays there.
So the screen is not visible. We can just see the dais. That's all. Not even the presenter.
Okay, just give me a minute. Open team. Team is here. Share screen. Screen. आपकी PPT कहाँ है? शेयर कर दीजिए। अभी Now it's okay?
Is visible?
Yes.
Right, the screen is visible now. Thank you.
So good afternoon to all of you. My name is Sarfraz Alam, research scholar of Imperial University, and I present over here for my research paper, that is a comprehensive review on anomaly detection technique on social networking and its application. Because social networking, basically social networking facilitates the users to interact globally. After the commencement of this, after the commencement of the Web 2.0, because of its because of this transparency over the social networking, the major threats or malicious people can interact and they can perform crimes, and the security threats comes over here. So a major problem in social networking are anomalies or information that drastically differ from the majority of the data. So analyzing the hidden patterns within the network is known as anomaly identification or anomaly detection. That is the crucial task of on a social networking analysis. So this is the process of the anomaly detection in the social network. Basically, these are the sequence of the process where the anomaly can detect over the social networking site. First of all, we can start and get the data from the social network from the different social networking sites and process those data. That means after filtration and removing the duplication. After that, the feature data can extract and give this data to the anomaly detection model, that is AI-based model, that can detect on the basis of the trained data set. It can be detect the anomalies and report those anomalies after that, the end of the process. So I have reviewed a lot of literature over there in the, I have already mentioned in the research paper, but limitation of the sites I only mention over the only mention the three literatures over there, and the references, objective, their purposes, parameters used, and limitation of the particular researcher. So on the basis of the different literature review, I have found the different techniques on the social networking, anomaly detection technique on the social networking. These are the basically 4 types of techniques I have found: the statistical based method, machine learning based method, graph based method, and deep learning based method. Statistical method is already categorized into three types. Z-score method, basically it is a standard deviation based method, and mean shift method, basically it is a non-parametric based clustering method. And the machine learning based method is already divided into 3 parts. There are 3 types of categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and semi-supervised learning. And similarly, graph based method is already divided into already defined, categorized into three ways: centrality measures, community detection, graph clustering. And deep learning based method is defined, categorized into 2 types: convolutional neural networks and recurrential neural network. Basically, the difference between CNN and RNN is that the structured based data and sequential data. These are some application over the social networking for the detection of the anomalies. So first application on the social networking for the anomaly detection is the spam detection. Second one is the fake account detection, fraud detection, and anomalous behavior detection to secure the social network. All these are treated as an anomaly in the social area, social networking side to secure them. So these are the some challenges for challenges over the social networking for the determining the anomalies. First is the adversarial attack. Second one is the data privacy concern and scalability and real-time detection. So in the future direction we can include the development of robust and adaptive detective algorithm over the social networking anomaly detection. So techniques for this is the conclusion. Techniques for the detecting anomalies are essential for shielding social networking sites from the malicious activities and security risks to determine how well different strategies work when they face an adversarial challenge. So this paper examines a range of methods, sophisticated machine learning algorithm, and different statistical algorithm over there. Thank you.
Thank you. Expert, please ask.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, actually you focused on 4 types of anomaly detection.
Sir, yes, sir. Basically, these are the application of the anomalies on the social network.
On the basis of statistical methods, machine learning, graph-based, and deep learning-based.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, can you compare the performance?
Sir, firstly, in this paper, I have identified what are the methodologies, what are the techniques used in the social networking for the anomaly detection. The most of the popular anomaly detection techniques are the neural network-based techniques like CNN and GNN, because in the CNN we can CNN algorithm is based on the structured data, and it can define images, anomalous images, and many more.
Okay. So, whether your paper is review paper only?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is very
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, please. Next.
I have a question for you, sir. While you were talking about various types of bots, so during your research review, what did you observe that out of all of these methods which are given, the score, mean shift, and all the mentioned methods, which one is the best suited to identify the bots?
identify the bots. I suppose that I cannot review in the deep, because the neural network method is most popular methods for using the anomaly detection in the social networking, because there are the data come over the unstructured format.
Sir, your research topic is very interesting since all of us are avid users of social media these days. I would suggest you to go ahead with your research, and while you're mentioning 4 of these techniques, also mention the type of challenges or the issues which they are addressing, and which method is best suited for which particular topic or anomaly. So that will bring a lot of value to your research in future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Sarfraz, thank you very much. Now, next presentation. Next presentation, paper ID 28. Mr. Mohammed Salah. So you have 7 minutes to summarize your work. So please follow the time, okay? ज्वाइन कर लिया अभिजीत को, रिक्वेस्ट भेजा होगा उनको भी एक्सेप्ट कर लिया। Screen is visible for all?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, so this smart RAM metering techniques overview work is actually there is four contributor here to share their ideas in limited time. So okay, continue please. Start please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jamia Hassan, and I'm a second year BTech Civil Engineer. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jamia Hassan, and I'm a second year BTech Civil Engineering student at Integrated University, Lucknow. It's an honor to present our paper titled Smart Ramp Metering Techniques and Overview, which talks about various methods that will make our transportation safer, faster, and sustainable. Let's start with the outline of the presentation. So we'll start with the introduction, next we'll discuss fixed time control, after that feedback-based control arena, then we'll move on to the advanced method, application, and then we'll conclude. Starting off with expressways. An expressway is a high-speed road designed for long distance and fast travel. It allows quick travel featuring multiple lanes with limited access point, and it focuses on the high speed of the vehicle. Then we'll move on to the ITS, Intelligent Transportation System. It is a technique that is used to enhance our overall traffic management, and it gives real-time traffic updates to improve safety and to reduce congestion. To further improve the traffic flow, ramp metering plays a critical role. It is a system which functions like a traffic signal on ramp to ensure the smooth flow of the vehicles and reduce congestions, which makes the ramp safer and more reliable. You can see how the ramp metering works. A traffic signal is installed on ramp, which controls the movement of the vehicle and ensures the smooth flow. Now, I would like to discuss fixed time control. Time control means changing of traffic lights at set time, like green light, yellow light, and red light. This helps traffic flow better and keeps driver and pedestrians safe. The timings are based on the past traffic data to reduce delay and to make traffic run smoothly and very efficiently. But fixed time control isn't as good during unexpected situations like accidents and roadworks because it cannot adjust to real-life traffic changes. Thank you for your attention. Now my colleague Danish will continue with the presentation and delve deeper into the remaining aspects of our talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohammad Danish, and I am a second year student of civil engineering. And I will be discussing about the various methods involved in smart ramp metering technique. First method is optimal area-based control. This method comprises of some techniques like area and CSW PID. So first, in 2004, researchers used this method, Arenia, to tackle the congestion due to tackle the problem of congestion, uh, and they were able to significantly improve the traffic flow by this method, Arenia. Next, in 2021, another team of researchers introduced a new approach, that is PID, proportional integral derivative. Proportional integral derivative, and by using this method, there was a decrease in 60% in congestion problem. And next in 2014, Mizuta et al. Defined Alinea method by introducing CS Alinea. CS Alinea is advanced version of Alinea, and uh, it is it focuses on critical occupancy. Critical occupancy means it works on balancing the workload and at the same time provides efficiency and correctness, and also helps to manage the length of traffic queues at RAM. As a result, drivers spend less time stuck in the jams, congestion, and the method is machine learning based control. There are several techniques also used in sub-techniques used in machine learning based control, like artificial neural networks, also called as ANNs. So artificial neural networks are the methods used in artificial intelligence and teaches computers to process data in a way that is inspired by the human brains. Just like we see the data and analyze and produce the provide the decision accordingly. Just like that, ANN does. And next is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning, what does is it trains the softwares to make decisions and to achieve optimal results. Sub-technique is deep Q learning. Deep Q learning is basically it can learn from various large data sets.
Okay, due to time limitation, please come at your contribution in this paper.
Now, I would like to call my colleague Ahmad Hamza to continue the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Ahmad Hamza, and BTech Civil, second year student at University. Now we have come to fuzzy logic control. Basically, fuzzy logic control handles uncertainty using fuzzy sets, which is ideal for complex traffic.
My question is, please open that slide where you contributed or use these techniques in your work. No, not back. Go forward. Yes.
Yes.
Next slide. Next slide, please. So you have any comparison work with previous work? Yeah, open that. Comparison work. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohammad Amir, and I will be sharing the results of our research on ramp metering. We looked at different ways to manage traffic, including Alinea, machine learning, fuzzy logic, and others. Each method has its strengths and limitations. We found that some methods are simple but not very flexible, while others are more complex but can handle changing traffic conditions better. We have looked at different approaches of RAM metering. Some of the findings by researchers indicating effectiveness of RAM metering mentioned in the graph. Before RAM metering in Los Angeles was delayed by 20 minutes during peak hours. After the installation of RAM metering, this delay was reduced to 10 minutes. Traffic speed increased from 30 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour during peak hour. Before RAM metering, it took 25 minutes to travel 10 miles in a stop arm. After RAM metering, this time was reduced to 17. When we come to accident cases, before RAM metering, there were 25 accidents per month in I-405. After RAM metering, this number was reduced to 15. In conclusion, our research shows that RAM metering is an effective tool for managing traffic. It reduces congestion, improves travel, and enhances safety. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Experts, if you have a question, please.
So it was great to see all of them presenting their work. In the beginning of the presentation, the team had mentioned about vehicular ad hoc network, where we are talking about the modern technologies, where we'll be having communication between two vehicles running on the road. So my question to this whole team is how this concept of smart ramp metering will be hampered by it.
In smart ramp metering, It manages the data by using the AI tools, which is very efficient, and it also handles all the data by providing it all it reduces congestion by providing the real-time data.
And it also reduces accidents.
It also reduces accidents by predicting it very accurately.
It also analyzes the real-time data, and in real time it gives it provides decision and takes decision at the right time as per the real situation.
Okay, so you please try to reply one person for one question, okay? Any other question, ma'am, or suggestion?
Well, they all seem so enthusiastic about their work. They all want to answer.
Yes, yes.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. Suhail, sir?
No, sir.
There is one question for the team.
Yes.
You have mentioned that fuzzy-based approach. So, what is the role of this fuzzy-based approach in your application, and which technique you have adopted?
So actually, it handles the uncertainty which is caused by the data, and it ensures the smooth flow of the vehicles.
Okay.
And it also, manages unpredictable computation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move for last presentee, our last presentee paper ID 235, Mr. Abhijit. If Mr. Mazhar is there, please wait and make sure no issue from your side. Mr. Abhijit, paper ID 235. Mr. Abhijit.
Hello, am I visible?
Yes, please share your PPT.
Yeah, hi.
Make sure
My
you
name is
first
Abhishek.
shortage of time. You have only 5
Hello?
minutes to summarize your work.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, my name is Abhijit Sarkar. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, but you are not. Your PPT is not visible. Please share your PPT.
Okay, just a second. Hello?
Yes.
Hello, sorry, I'm very sorry for that. I don't know why it got disconnected. Just a second, I'll share. Is my presentation visible?
And now it's visible. You can start your presentation.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Abhijit Sarkar. I'm from Amity University, Noida, and my presentation is on the topic deep learning approach for detecting security attacks on the blockchain. So blockchain technology is relatively new in terms of its adoption rate. Right now, it was conceptualized quite some time ago, but it still hasn't been utilized a lot. But still, there are quite a lot of users on this platform that are utilizing it for their own use cases. So the pros of blockchain technology is that is its decentralization and its transparency, which offers various security advantages to its users. But despite that, no system is unhackable. So there have been lapses previously as well, wherein hackers have been able to attack the blockchain platform and have been able to attack the blockchain platform and steal lots of currency from it. So to avoid that situation, I have proposed a model for the same. So the proposed model is based on the deep learning techniques, which uses long short-term memory LSTM autoencoders to capture the patterns that are in the blockchain data. So what happens is what happens is in autoencoders is that it first it creates a sequence of the data, and it compresses it into a relatively small data sequence, and then it reconstructs the entire data again to its original form. So the so what we're trying to do is that when we are reconstructing the data, we're trying to see if the original data gets reconstructed completely in its original form or not. So if there's any sort of if there's any sort of problems in reconstructing the data, we'll be able to tell that there have been anomalies in the data. So which means that there have been some attacks that happened regarding the security of the applications. So in this, first the data was normalized, where the features of the blockchain data were normalized, ensuring that all features of the blockchain database contribute equally to the learning process.
JJ, your slide is not moving.
Sir, I'm currently on my proposed model slide. Can you see?
Mr. Abhijit, sir, actually your slide is not moving. You change slide, please.
Your introduction slide is only.
What slide is it showing? Because I'm not able to see it properly.
Introduction, just you showing your introduction.
Okay. I am very sorry for that. Might be due to the internet connection. Because currently I am on proposed model. Is it still showing introduction?
Yes.
Let me reshare it.
Actually, okay, so I have one question. Before giving to expert for chance, just ask a question. In you using deep learning here, right? So
yes, sir.
For that different models you use, deep learning methods you use, is that comparison history like any discussion in this work? So let me know.
I'm sorry, sir. I could not understand your question. It got broken up in the middle.
About deep learning models, so which approach you use basically, which model?
Sir, I used autoencoders basically in this. So autoencoders, what autoencoders already, as I explained before, autoencoders first take the entire model. It then breaks it down into steps.
Okay.
So what it does is that it decompresses the entire model and then reconstructs it step by step again.
Okay. Sir, Dr. Suhail and other expert, please, if you have question. Please, if you have any question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please ask question if you have any experts.
Question from my side, sir. Thank you.
Yes, please. Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Vijay sir. And yeah.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Mr. Mazhar.
Hello.
Mr. Mazhar.
Yes, sir. I am
Okay,
here.
correct. 205.
Okay, sir. I am sharing my screen.
Yes, please share. This is our last try. And you have
Yes, sir.
only 4 to 5 minutes to summarize your work.
Okay, sir.
Please do it fast.
Okay, sir. Sir, now I am visible to all.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I
Please
have gone
continue
through.
your presentation.
Yes, sir. This
Stop.
side was Sir Siraj. My topic is reducing latency for better resource utilization in edge computing. So, sir, I did work for reducing the latency in the edge computing. So here, what we did, let's consider. Sir, can I speak in Hindi if you permit me for some time?
If session expert have no issue, it's okay.
Yes, yes, you can
Okay.
do, but you have only 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, no problem, sir. No problem, sir. Sir, actually, what the problem was there in a cloud computing is that when we have a lot of data which is generated, means जो data हमारा बहुत ही ज़्यादा high volume के अंदर generate हो रहा था क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग पे, और हमें उस डाटा को रिट्रीव करना है फॉर वेरी फास्ट रिट्रीवल, लाइक वी हैव वेरी में हमारे पास कोई इमरजेंसी केसेस हैं, कोई ऐसा केस है जिसमें हमें बेटर रेस्पॉन्स टाइम चाहिए, जिसके अंदर हमें फौरन एक आंसर चाहिए कि हमने किसी चीज को कुछ हमें कोई डाटा क्वेरी है जिसे हमें रिजॉल्व कराना है, कोई ऐसी चीज है जिसे हम फौरन एकदम से कोई हमने किसी चीज को कोई सिग्नल दिया उसका फौरन हमें रिजल्ट चाहिए, मींस हमें एक ऐसी चीज चाहिए जिसके अंदर हमारा लेटेंसी बहुत कम हो। क्लाउड के अंदर और एज के अंदर से दिक्कत ये थी कि हमारे पास बहुत ज्यादा डाटा जनरेट हो रहा था, जिसकी वजह से जो कोई चीज है जो हमें बहुत जल्दी चाहिए वो हमें नहीं मिल पाती थी, क्योंकि उसे टाइम इतना लग जाता था कि वो सर पहले डाटा सेंटर पे जाएगी, सर्वर पे जाएगी, वहां पे वो कंप्यूट होगी, कंप्यूट होके हमारे पास वापसी आएगी, वापसी आने के बीच में हो सकता था टाइम डिलेज हो जाए, प्रोपोगेशन डिलेज हो जाए, कोई और एरर आ जाए, नॉइज आ जाए। तो हमें एक ऐसा मॉडल चाहिए था जिसकी वजह से हमारा जो लेटेंसी हो, मीन्स जो हमारा रेस्पॉन्स टाइम हो वो कम हो जाए। तो हमारे सामने एक बड़ा चैलेंज था एज कंप्यूटिंग के अंदर लेटेंसी का। और लेटेंसी के साथ साथ हमारे सामने जब हमने लेटेंसी को रिड्यूस करने की कोशिश करी तो हमारे सामने एक चैलेंज आया बैंडविड्थ का। बैंडविड्थ हमारे पास बहुत ही ज्यादा लिमिटेड थी। So we are facing two problems at the same time, that we want to reduce the
आप अपनी
latency.
पीपीटी पेज भी चेंज करते रहें जो बात आप कह रहे हैं। प्लीज चेंज योर पीपीटी अकॉर्डिंग टू योर प्रेजेंट।
Okay, sir, I am just giving the overview. The challenges in edge computing addresses issues such as latency and bandwidth constraints crucial for seamless edge computation operations. And there is a part of mobile edge computing, bringing computing resources closer to users to enhance service quality while facing challenges in resource allocation for latency sensitive applications. Our research focuses on prioritizing task delegation and resource allocation for applications like automated driving and smart cities to minimize latency. This is the main crux of our model, means automated driving and smart cities. Importance of latency reduction, surge in response time, and bandwidth utilization requirements necessitates efficient strategies for latency reduction to optimize resource utilization.
So, what type of result analysis you got by this result?
Sir,
Yes,
we did
outcomes.
we did work on QoS, like we did work for meeting the service level expectation of an edge ecosystem for performance, reliability, and availability of application servers and networks. Sir, the objective was emphasize an in-depth analysis of existing research on edge computing, latency reduction techniques, and bandwidth optimization strategies. This is my literature review. Uh, Sir, in MEC, use cases are characterized into three major types based on vendors they benefit as per sources. Mobile edge computing delegates computing tasks to user equipment, enabling sophisticated applications. MEC supports various applications including web acceleration, image video editing, voice face recognition. Um, Studies show significant latency reduction up to 88% and energy savings up to 93% through MEC compute delegations. Mobile edge computing benefits latency sensitive applications like self-driven cars and healthcare, reducing delays and device demands by utilizing nearby mobile edge hosts. Uh, it supports third-party suppliers and operators by handling vast volumes of raw and big data inputs, such as for guarding and safety tasks like parking lot surveillance, IoT integration. MEC serves as an IoT gateway, managing multiple protocols and message delivery for IoT devices, which interact via various radio technologies and communication protocols.
So what outcomes you got by this study? Can you open that please? Can you
Sir,
give result analysis or outcomes or comparison?
so this is the conclusion, sir. I
Okay,
think you
so
are
what
asking for.
outcomes you got by this? Yes, please.
Sir, proximity to user equipment, mobile edge computing strategically places compute resources close to UEs. That is our.
Mazhar, 1 minute,
Yes, sir,
1 minute.
please. Yes,
You
sir.
have not shown any kind of comparative analysis and all those things. You have just mentioned the simple literature review, but you have not clearly mentioned what you have done in comparative study. Whether you have done any comparative study?
Yes, I did, sir.
Where is it?
Sir, that part I cover in my thesis, sir.
But you
Okay, but at least you have to mention something like you have mentioned all the definitions and what. Even you have not mentioned how your concept is going to um, uh, execute. You have not mentioned your any flow graph and all those things. It is very difficult to understand your concept, what you want to say in your research article in this presentation.
Mr. Mazhar, this is suggestion from our experts. Please count it. And
It's actually a presentation type of thing. So I think a lot of improvement is required.
yes, yes. Okay, all expert. I am really sorry. There is too much also due to some dynamic problem.
Hello.
So
Yes. Sir, I am here. The call was dropped, sir.
no problem, Mazhar. You got a strong suggestion. You please modify according to that for your future. Okay. Best of luck.
Is it done from my part, sir?
Yes, yes. It is done. Yes,
Shall I
you
leave, sir?
yes.
Sir, is it done?
Yes, yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, so all experts, thank you very much, and
Thank you, Dr.
for your
Asif.
great support. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Uday sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I am leaving, sir.
Okay, sir. Yes, please. Hello, ma'am.